These griefers don't exist. You see, there is a mysterious group of players on the server called the Mafia, who have been raiding bases, griefing builds, and breaking countless other rules to terrorize the server. In retaliation, many players form factions with the only goal to stop the Mafia from griefing. However, no one knows who they are. Every time they strike, the only thing left behind is a simple message: raided by the Mafia. With no other clues or hints at all, I would need to figure out why the Mafia are griefing and how I could stop them. And what better way to do that besides a trap? You see, these griefings have been happening to builds submitted into the server-wide build competition, where the winner would receive 6 blocks of netherite. Meaning if I wanted to catch these guys, I would need to build something of my own to lure them into griefing it. So after creating the server logo into pixel art, all we could do now is wait for the Mafia to grief it, so we could catch them and get them banned off the server. Okay, the logo is finally done. Oh my god.
Bro, this logo is sick.
It's kind of sad that it's gonna get griefed though.
It's gonna be worth it if we catch him.
Bro, we seriously need to figure out who the Mafia are, and like why they're only like targeting us. I just don't get it. Before we could let the Mafia strike, we needed to figure out who our highest suspects were. The only team I think it could be is Ty, because why else would he host a building competition and then 24 hours later after I've actually built something, he destroys it, or the Mafia destroys it? The only person I really think is Ty. My initial thoughts was that it was the server owner himself, Ty. You see, he and his team have a known track record for griefing and causing havoc on the server. I don't think it's Penity, because obviously he was there when I was like building it in VC and all that, so there's no way it's him. Pantro, I've seen him online like a lot.
Yeah, he's always online.
And even then, someone else I've also seen online a lot is Salem. Like a lot. With the potential list of suspects, it was time to wait for the Mafia to strike. And only a day after building the server's logo at spawn, I received an anonymous message with this screenshot. Okay, so I just logged on and I found this message. Your efforts to stop the Mafia will never work. Keep an eye out, we may be closer than you think. Okay, what? What? Did this? There's a sign. Raided by the Mafia. The Mafia had left no clues to who they were. I was stuck. Until I posted the griefing into the Discord, after which a player on the server called Pantro asked to talk.
So you know how Penity and you raided my base earlier?
Yeah, when he killed you.
Yeah. There's a sign at my base right now. Haven't been to my base in a while. There's a sign that says raided by the Mafia.
Really? Wait, can I see a screenshot?
Yeah, one sec. I gotta go back.
After Pantro sent the screenshot, I knew that he couldn't be the Mafia since I killed him only days prior with Penity. However, knowing that the Mafia would grief virtually anything, I came up with a new plan. What if we built something so cool that they like had to grief it? But instead of like letting them destroy it, we camp at spawn and try to catch them.
True, because like we're all in different time zones. We could be on literally like 24/7.
With our new plan in motion, Dragon, Penity, and myself would be able to stay logged onto the server 24/7 to make sure we catch who the Mafia are as soon as they start griefing. However, to make sure this would work, I would need to build something big that the Mafia couldn't resist to grief. Something like... Bro, this build is looking so sick.
Oh yeah, the Mafia are gonna grief this for sure. Why are they even doing this though? I don't get why they would do this kind of stuff.
Who knows, bro? So after completing the build, all that was left to do was to wait for the Mafia to attack. Okay, all we're doing now is camping at spawn until something happens. And now we wait. Okay, I've been like waiting here, watching YouTube for like a while now, and nothing has happened. Like there's literally no one on the server. So I think Dragon's gonna take over and we'll see what happens. However, when I logged off, Dragon started pinging me on Discord telling me he found the Mafia. Hello?
Bro, I was just at spawn, right?
Yeah.
Then I see a name tag, it's just a...
That's Salem.
So, that's Salem. He was just standing at spawn, it's literally holding TNT, bro.
Bro, what? That's so weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I can't stay on, I do have to go, but
Yeah.
if you can, I don't know.
I'll get Penity on, yeah, because I know he's online right now.
Alright, bet.
But that wouldn't be the end of the bad news.
You remember how we were scouting out spawn?
Yeah.
So I logged out for 10 minutes to go eat dinner,
Yeah.
and I get back and your entire island is blown up.
What? So in 10 minutes, they fully destroyed it all?
Yeah.
Oh
and now
my
nobody's
God.
like...
It has to have been Salem then, because he was the only one online when Dragon was gone. Though I was sure that Salem was a part of the Mafia, we didn't have any substantial proof, so I logged onto the server.
It's literally like...
Oh, bro.
It's pretty much all gone.
Raided by the Mafia. We will not stop until you figure
Yeah.
out who we are. And after that, Salem asked to talk. Confused, but having no evidence, I accepted. What's good, bro?
I need to find out who did this.
Yeah, well, we have no clue, so...
Because
Next level.
it could be like the Medusa situation where they were trying to solve it,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they were secretly the person who did it.
That would be next level.
So it honestly could be anyone. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
it could be fucking you, bro.
Oh my god.
Imagine
yeah.
you're big branding
I
us
mean-
right now. Hold up. Salem actually had a pretty convincing argument, making me less suspicious it was him. So, before logging off for the night, another member of the SMP called Zyri asked me to talk, saying he knew who the Mafia were.
So, first off, I was in a VC with Ty, right? We were talking chilly. And so Pantro tells me that Rev is getting Ty, Flovey, and all of them to come and spawn, and then Pantro's gonna pull a stasis.
But what were the three names again? Ty, Rev, and who?
Ty, Rev, and Flovey.
Zyri thought that these three players were the Mafia since they told Pantro they wanted to kill him. This to me did not seem like solid evidence, however, so it was back to the drawing board. So, at this point it can't be Ty because he wouldn't break his own server rules, and it isn't Pantro because the Mafia already griefed his base. And even though I thought it was Salem, he really seemed genuine about like wanting to help us, so I don't even know who it could be now. With no clue who the Mafia could be, I completely gave up after spending so many hours just to fail. It felt impossible. Even when my team was online 24/7 making sure the Mafia would get caught, we still had no idea who it could be. It felt like they didn't even exist. Until a player known as Idiot posted the screenshot to the Discord. You guys have come so close to figuring out who we are. Today at 3 PM EST, the Mafia will be revealing themselves. If you wish to take attendance, be at spawn at that time. The signs were taunting us. Although I was relieved we'd find out who the Mafia are, I couldn't help but think all the effort we put into catching these guys was all for nothing. And why now? Why would the Mafia reveal themselves today? I was confused. However, I knew that the whole server would help me kill them since throughout the Mafia's griefing, multiple server members have been there to help me in any way they could. But it wasn't until I took a second look at the screenshot in the Discord that I realized something. This screenshot was taken by Idiot, who conveniently his only team was Salem. Now, at first I was hesitant they could be the Mafia, however all the griefings had happened during their time zones, and Salem had already been caught by Dragon holding TNT. And just when I thought that was all the evidence I needed, upon rewatching our conversation with Salem, he says this.
It could be like the Medusa situation where they were trying to solve it, and then
yeah.
they were secretly the person who did it. So it honestly could be anyone.
It could be fucking you, bro. Imagine
yeah.
you're big branding us right now. After piecing together our connections for Salem and Idiot being the Mafia, I rallied a team of players to help me kill them once they revealed themselves.
I want to take a seat. As you guys know, there is a group called the Mafia, and if we look above us, right here, this is what they've committed, the crimes they committed for no reason. And what these two builds have in common is they were both built by one person, and I would like for that one person to come up on the stage.
The Mafia are a group of players who have been terrorizing the server for too long. I mean, just look at what they've already destroyed. So, although I think a lot of us want them banned once they reveal themselves, I hope we can all get revenge by killing them first.
I think Idiot wanted to say something. Did you want to speak?
My dear brothers of the Strength SMP server, we are here to inform you that Mafia is bad. If you all give me your strength, I will fix.
This was a waste of time, but okay. Benity wants to talk.
As you guys know, the Mafia has been a group of players that have been anonymously griefing several builds at spawn. As you can see by the strength logo and the island, they are very dedicated to this, and I think that the Mafia deserves to die. Alright, well, with that, I think it's time to reveal who Mafia truly is, because they've been telling us who they are so that they can announce who they are at spawn, and it's us.
It was Penity all along. Someone who I considered to be my friend and was always there in VC when I was building had betrayed me. The strength sign, the floating island, it was all griefed by the same person who was closest to me the whole time. Honestly, it should have been clear it was him. Why'd you have to log out?
I had to eat dinner, bro.
So in 10 minutes, they fully destroyed it all.
Yeah.
Bro, this build is looking so sick.
Oh yeah, the Mafia are gonna grief this for sure.
But what if I told you I was a part of the Mafia as well? It was me. I blew my own builds. I raided all those bases. I was the one to grief it all. Since the first day I joined the SMP, players would complain about the inactivity and passiveness of the server. I gave them a reason to play, a reason to log on every day and form teams to defeat something that didn't even exist. And it worked. The server had never been as active as it was now, and I had accomplished what I set out to do with the Mafia, even with players nearly finding out like Salem and Idiot. The only downside being now the whole server wants to kill me.
I'm sorry, Inky.
He's right here. I can drop you.
Gimme.
Can we kill Marsha? Can we kill Marsha?
Yes.
Oh my god, there's like 10 on me. I need you guys help us.
I was waiting.
Okay, I'm confused by my man. I was confused for a second.
Alright, my inmates is out. Alright.
She knows the Marlowe strat.
My armor.
Okay. Alright. That's so fucking annoying.
I'm so mad that I ghosted it again.
Kill Ender! It's Wi-Fi! Yes!
Nice,
Wait, he killed Zyri killed him, what?
Wait, yeah.
I'm good. K-Bax on our MC on our team?
So Tic-Tacs.
Oh shit. This is dying, damn.
We're winning!
Oh my god! Holy shit!
What?
Oh my fucking god. I had won by sacrificing myself to take out Salem and Idiot, the two people who were closest to figuring out I was the Mafia. I was able to turn the tables that allowed my team to take out every other server member until it was just us.
Getting the screen in.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.